Alright, you guys, welcome back to part 2 of this New Year's Eve look using products I have been liking in 2020. And I just cleaned this brush. I love this Real Techniques brush. It is a setting brush, but I actually use it to remove excess powder off my eyelids and under eye. Works so good. And the best way to clean this baby was with Dawn soap. It gets it super clean. It's not clean right now, but because I just used it. But look how clean it gets them. Very clean, gets all that product out, especially with like foundation brushes. Amazing. I'll do like a video on how I do it. I also got this at Five Below, but it's only really good for eyeshadow, like removing eyeshadow from eyeshadow brushes. It's not the greatest at removing like concealer or a lot of foundation on a brush. But otherwise, I use this for my eyeshadow brushes, and it's really good. Okay, let us get started, shall we? So I just removed that, and I'm going to start off with a base. I'm going to use this plain cream color just to get on my eyelid as a base. I'm just going to take my Real Techniques large eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to dip into that and then go right over my eyelid up into my brow, just to get an even base all over so the other eyeshadows have something to stick to. Sorry if I keep looking at my upper phone. Notifications. At work, I like get out of work and I have like a million notifications from Super Great. But I love that app. It's so fun. You get so many different products that you'd never know existed or you couldn't afford, like the Viktor and Ralph Flower Bomb. I would never be able to purchase that in real life, but with my super coins I was able to, and I'm so thankful for that. I mean, so thankful. I'd never have been able to try it without that app. Okay, so I'm just smoothing it out. I gotta clean this brush too. These get so fast. They get dirty so fast. I mean, look. Alright, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna put this yet. This is a topper. So what I'm gonna do is do my crease shade. And for my crease shade, I'm going to go in with this really pretty color. It's called Good Vibes in the Milani Gilded Twilight palette. I'm going to take a crease brush. This is a Wet n Wild crease brush, and I'm just going to dip into that. It's a very pretty color, like a purpley grayish color. I'm going to go right in my crease and above my crease. I'm just going to go all over. My hair is getting in there. I try to prevent that, but it never seems to stay away, if you know what I mean. Okay, next. Other side. And if you get some on your eyelid, it's not going to be a huge deal because I'm going to be putting more purple. It's like a purple theme today. I'm like into the purple vibe today. And I'm just getting it on there. I'm gonna smoothen it out with a fanned out brush. I just want to get the product actually on there. So I'm just gonna go in up a little bit more because I like bold eye looks, if you don't know me already. I don't mind a lot of color. I love color. I think it's pretty. But isn't that color really pretty? Into the other side now. And I'm gonna blend it out with a fanned out brush just to get it smoothed out a little bit more than what this brush is doing. Because I like this brush, but it's more, if you can't tell, like there's patches, like look at that, like right there. I'm actually gonna do this really quick. Get some of that off of there. I'm just gonna go in and do this a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, I like Wet n Wild brushes, but my favorite is their large concealer brush. But these other brushes can be a little patchy, so I just go in with another one. So I'm gonna take a fluffier one now. Let me see which one I want to use here. I'm gonna go in with, do I want that one? No. I'm gonna go in with my Beach Cosmetics one. I'm just gonna go in there and start working at it just to get it blended. This one's really good at blending and softening it out. That way it's not so patchy, if you know what I mean. And there was nothing on this brush. I didn't add any more color or any other eyeshadow. I'm just going in with it plain. See how it brushes and evens it out? That's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want all these clumps of color in different spots. I wanted it evened out, like a ombre look I'm gonna be making. Sorry about the sirens, but guess what? It is New Year's Eve and I'm sure a lot of things are going down. Welcome to Bristol. Okay, so I'm just looking in my mirror kind of in a way too. There we go. I love that color. It's so pretty when it's fanned out. It's like not too crazy dark, but not super light either. Okay, so I'm gonna put this to the side for now. Excuse me. Next, I'm gonna go in with my eyelid color, and it's gonna be from the Festival palette, and it's gonna be this really pretty light purple right here. I'm gonna take an eyeshadow brush. Doesn't really matter what eyeshadow brush you use, whatever one you want to use. Which one do I want to use? I'll use this one. Just gonna dip into this and put it all over my eyelid. Now it's a very close color to the crease color, but it's not grayed out at all. There's no like hints of gray in it at all. It's just a plain light purple color, which I think is so pretty. Going in, making sure it's all down to the lash line. I don't want any skin peeking through. And it's not going to be a super dark purple because I'm going to put that topper on it. Okay, so now I'm just going to take one of my e.l.f. blending brushes. I'm just going to go over it. Close this up for now. Put that over there. I just need a mirror, you guys. Sorry. Just going to go in there with it. Blend it out and then go up a little bit through that crease so I blend the colors a little bit together. Nothing crazy, but I want them to be unison. I don't want them separating at all. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go within a little bit more of my crease color. I wasn't going to, but I'm doing it. Actually, hold on a second. Let me just... I love these. These are one of my favorite blending brushes of all times, and they're so cheap. They are the e.l.f. blending brushes. They're densely packed. They're like $2. They work so good at blending out. Whenever I have trouble with another brush, I always use this one and it fixes it right away. Perfect. Okay. Excuse me. So next what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a tiny bit. I'm going to do halfway out and up above, like I do like that shadow effect. I love when I do that. I'm going to use the same eyeshadow brush. Gotta clean it anyway. And I'm actually going to go in with this really pretty cranberry splash of crayon color. I have been loving this color. I think it's so pretty. And I'm just going to go in with that halfway. And a little bit above the crease. Yep, perfect. Just make like a triangular kind of like, you know, so that way I can blend it out. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go with my e.l.f. blending brush. I'm just gonna blend it out. I'm not gonna blend it in, I'm gonna blend it outwards. And I really didn't need a lot of that color because look how pretty they blend together. So pretty. And Milani, like I said, with their foundation, their products are so good. So good. I have a lot of favorites that are Milani products. And they're so affordable and so beautiful. So yeah, this is one of my, I love this palette. It's beautiful. I love purples. They also have a red palette and a blue palette and a nudes palette. I don't have the nudes one yet, but I've been keeping my eye out for it because it's super pretty. Okay, so I'm just seeing where I need to fix a little thing here. Circle this out a little bit more. Now my eyes aren't both the same like exact shape I've learned. So I kind of have to like fuss with it a little bit. Let's see. That one's a little bit darker, I noticed. A little bit darker on this side. I'm just gonna go back in, put a little bit more. I'm just gonna put a little bit more actually in the outer ring area of this one. There we go. Okay. It's all about trial and error, really. Like if you want to add more, if you don't, if you think it's good. I always add a little bit at a time. That way it's not too overpowering because it's easier to add than ever like start from scratch again. That's a pain. I've had to do that before though because I couldn't stand how it came out and I'm like, I can't do it. I couldn't do it. So I had to like remove my whole eye look and I'm like, and then it looked terrible. So I had to do it like all my foundation over and there, it was just a mess. A mess. That's why a lot of people do their eyes first. And I should do that, but I just don't. I don't know why. Yeah, and I have hooded eyes, and also this eye has a more prominent brow bone. So they're never going to be exactly the same. But if you get close, they are the same. It's just that brow bone pokes out, so I can't get it exactly the same as this eye. You'll notice that. In like all my videos, I try so hard to get them exact, but that brow bone is like sticking out all the time. And you try to like make that illusion that it's like the same. Come on, I can get this. There. Just keep blending. Like I said, it's all a trial and error on how to get, if you have different eye shapes like I do, where my brow bone like sticks out like that, and it's a pain. You just gotta mess with it a little bit. Just gotta mess with it. There we go, that's better. Just gonna push any excess towards where I put the color initially. That way it's not going too far out of the ring that I created. Okay, there we go, that's better. So now that I did all that, has that pretty like ombre. This brush is so good and it's so affordable. If you haven't tried an e.l.f. brush yet, go try it out. You'll be so surprised on how good it is. Okay, so next I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna mix two purples together. And it's going to be this really dark purple and this one. So I'm first going to go in with this really, really dark one from this Moods palette. And you guys know I love this palette. So I'm going to go in with a crease brush, an e.l.f. crease brush. No, that's not it. Where are you guys hiding from me? Wow, I don't even know where they all went. Okay, this is what it looks like. It's a small, oh, it has green on it though. Oh no. All right, it's okay. It's a smaller version of the blending brush. So I'm gonna dip into this purple and look how pigmented it is. I love it. I'm gonna go in the outer V only. So I'm gonna go in that outer V, just like that. Same thing with the other eye. Okay. There we go. Then I'm gonna go to this one before I start blending. Tap into this one and go right in the same spot. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this brush. I'm just gonna start shimmying. You know my shimmy. Go with that shimmy effect here, side to side and up and down at the same time. And then I'm gonna go like this. Basically shimming that brush just to get it in the outer V area. Beautiful. As you can tell, I'm having this purple attack tonight. I thought it'd be really pretty and really fun to play around with it. I am so excited to show you that topper. I haven't even used it yet. But I've seen it used and it's really pretty. Really pretty. See, I love how it has that really cool shadow effect. That's what I like about doing the ombre look on the outer corners, because it gives you that pretty ombre look. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now I'm just gonna make sure it's all blended. So I'm shimmying the brush. That way it's all a unison look. I don't want it to look like 3 different shades, you know what I mean? Like blah, blah. I want it to be all blended. Just like that. Perfect. All right, well, let's go in with that topper, shall we? So I'm going to go to this. This is the Milani Ludicrous Lights in Pinkaroo. And I have a blue one, and I haven't tried that yet either. But I think I'm going to use my finger. I think that's look at how pretty that is. It has a little pink to it. So I'm actually going to use this palette here to see where I'm going here. I'm just going to, oh guys, this is really pretty. Look at that shade. Love it. I'm actually putting it up above the crease as well to about halfway, and then I'm going to just combine these right here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Now the other one, same thing. This is such a pretty topper. I can't wait to try the blue one too. Just making sure there's no chunks or of glitter or anything like that. Look at how pretty that is. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna add a little bit more because I am obsessed with this right now. Like that. There we go. Okay. So now I'm just gonna make sure, like I did before, that there's no like tons of glitter in one spot. All right. And let's see what it looks like, the top looks like. What do you guys think? I like it. So now for the lower lap, that's it. I'm not going crazy with anything else. That was it for the purple. So I'm actually going to do my, people are doing like fireworks outside, you guys. Crazy. Lower lash line. So for lower lash line, I'm going to start off with that light purple from the Profusions Festival palette. And I'm just taking a smudge brush. Whatever smudge brush you have available. I like these little pointy ones. They work really good. I'm going to nab my mirror because it's so hard to do it in the phone. It always messes me up. So I'm just going to do this like that. And I'm going to go like this. And this purple is going all along the lower lash line. And I'm connecting it at the end to the top part. You don't have to. I just like to do it. Okay, other eye. Yeah, people are like setting on fireworks. And you know what freaks me out? Back in July, that's how my house got on fire, because of fireworks. Yeah, it was not a fun experience. That was a very, very scary experience. So just a nice light wash of purple. Just making sure they're even here. Looks like this one's darker. The other one's darker. There we go. Okay. That's better. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm done with the festival palette. Have you guys tried Profusion? Let me know what you think about it. It is a really good Walmart brand. They are very pigmented. They're not as pigmented as like my Milani or my Moods palette, but they're good for the price. So give it a try if you haven't tried it yet. Then I'm going to go in with that cranberry color. Remember that cranberry color we did? In this Milani palette, I'm going to dip into that with this. Bang it off because it's super pigmented. I'm going to go halfway to the back with that color. Yeah, I like these little, this is a Believe Beauty from Dollar General as well, and I love it. It works really good at getting in that under eye area, the lash line, lower lash line. Really, really good. Okay. I'm just going to take a fanned out, but not super fanned out brush, just so I can blend that out a little bit. Actually, I'm going to take my little Milani brush here. I'm just going to go. just like that. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with that dark purple from the Milani palette. I'm not going to go in with the other one because this one is perfect on its own on the lower lash line, so I'm just going to go at the end. It's going to look super dark right at first, so. See what I mean? How it looks super, super dark. Then you're going to go back in with whatever blending brush you're using and just blend that out. There we go. Feather even. Just gonna use a Q-tip just to get that little bit that's like away from everything else. Just wiping it up here. Perfect. Okay, so I am going to put on that topper though, because I love it so much. I'm not gonna use this brush because it'll probably damage the topper. So I'm gonna go in here with my pinky and try to get it on that way. There we go. Perfect. Really perfect. Okay. So this is what it's looking like, you guys. Let me just clean her up a little bit. Nice. Clean it up. Okay, perfect. So this is the eyeshadow look. Now we're gonna add some mascara. But look how pretty that topper is, you guys. So pretty. So the mascara that I've been liking since I've gotten it, and I think it was Ipsy, is the Trestique mascara. And it's also a curler, a lash curler as well. So you get to curl your lashes at the same time as, you know, using the mascara. Isn't that cool? So I don't usually curl my lashes, but I'm going to do it tonight. Just because I'm not putting falsies on. I was going to, but I don't want to. So I'm just going to use this little doodad. It's not long enough though, so you have to kind of like go in a couple times. Oops. I always flip that thing. Hello. Just go in there. And get those babies curled a little bit. Okay, I don't do it all crazy like some. You guys do it like really nicely. Me, I just do a simple curl. But look at this. This mascara is so amazing. I love the hourglass shaped wand. It's really good at getting all your lashes. And yeah, it just is a really dark pigment, which I like. It's not like light, so it's more of a bam effect once you build it. It separates your lashes. It doesn't like clump together. And it really does give length and volume and curl. Especially with the help of that curling part on the top. Really, really good. Really, really good. Isn't that pretty? And I love how the product doesn't all bunch up at the top like some mascaras. That drives me crazy. can I tell you that? Because I have wasted so much mascara that because a lot of the tubes do that. It makes me so mad. Because, like, I know, like, my Milk Kush mascara does that, and it makes me so mad. Because I want to make sure I have a lot of it, and I don't want it to dry out, but it, like, comes to the top with the brush or with the wand, and it just gets all cakey all over the place. It's like a mess. It's like a mess. But yeah, I've been loving this mascara. I wasn't sure about it at first because I'm like, I don't know. But then I've been really enjoying it. I mean, look at that. Isn't that awesome? Let me just finish up here, you guys. That way we can be done in a few minutes. But I had to come on here on New Year's Eve, the day before 2020 ends, and show you a lot of good products that I've discovered this year. I love this mascara. Sorry, you guys can't even see me. Oh, and it doesn't flake or smudge. That's another plus about it. I hate when my mascara, like, flakes throughout the day. It drives me crazy. Sorry, I'm a little quiet. I'm concentrating. I don't want to get it all over myself. Okay. Which I think I got a little bit on my eyelid, but that's okay. It's no big deal. All right, let me show you really quick with the one layer that I put onto this stuff. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Love it. Okay, let's finish up, you guys, because I have a board game to play. So I'm going to let this dry because I will do one more coat, but I'm going to let it dry first. Otherwise, I don't want it to get too gunky. So I'm going to wipe off all of this powder. Really, there wasn't much fallout, but if you have fallout, make sure you save the powder under, right, like a little bit under your eye. That way you can just flick it off with your brush. That way it's not like, you know, you're like drilling it in with your other brushes. This works perfectly doing that. Okay. Make sure you get all your parts. You don't want any excess powder. All right. Put that brush away. Bronzer. Bronzer, bronzer, bronzer. I love this little palette. This is a wonderful find at Target. It is the Physicians Formula Memuro Butter Glow Face Palette. It comes with the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight. I'm just going to be using the bronzer portion of this because I want to show you a blush. Did I bring my highlighter out? Oh, no. That's all right. I'll show you a different one. So I'm going to use the bronzer in here. And actually, this is one of my favorite finds of 2020. It is this cute little contouring brush. It's like a unicorn tail. And it's $1 at the Dollar Tree. And I can't find it since there was only one when I picked it up. And I can't find them since. But I got this at the Dollar Tree. And this is one of my favorite ones to blend out the bronzer. It is the EcoTools Dome Powder Brush. So I'm going to start off with my Dollar Tree brush. I'm going to dip into this palette here. Their products smell so good, but look how cute that is. It's like a perfect tester to see if you like it. It's great. Look at that beautiful shade. It gives you such a beautiful, like, natural tan look. I love Physicians Formula is one of my favorite bronzers to use. Absolutely. I use it all the time. It just is like so easy to blend and so like buttery on the skin. If you know around makeup and I tell you it's buttery, you know what I mean. It just blends so nicely and evenly on the skin. It's great. Nothing can beat it. Just gonna use my poof brush here and blend it out. And it's not like a harsh tan, like a fake tan would give you. It's just like a nice, natural tan from this bronzer. Nice warmth to the face, not overpowering, but really pretty. You can also use it to contour your nose. Just all over a really good product. Really, really good. Okay. So I'm done with that one. A little goes a long way with that bronzer. Just to deepen it up a little bit, another one of my favorites is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in the shade Dolce de Leche. And I don't usually use the highlighting portion. I use that as actually a base for my eyeshadow sometimes. If I forget like a cream base or something, I will use this and it works really, really well. But this is a darker shade than that Physicians Formula, so I'm going to deepen my bronzer just a little bit with this. Right like there. I'm not going to go too far down because I'm going to blend it out. And I'll contour my nose really quick too. I know they're like waiting on me to play this game. I feel really bad. I'm trying to be quick. Trying to be quick. Okay. I love this stuff. It's super affordable. Really nice to deepen a bronzing effect. To give like that ombre tan. I do this every day. I mean, I don't use the same ones every day because I like to use up other products, but these are two of my favorites. The Physicians Formula is actually a holy grail bronzer of mine. I will never stop using that because I love it so much. This one I really like. It's not a holy grail, but it is amazing. I see a lot of good reviews on it. It doesn't break. It doesn't fade during the day. Just all over really nice bronzers. And you can use this to contour. I just don't like how a powdery contour actually does for my face. It does better as a bronzer. And that's it for bronzer. I am very heavy-handed with my bronzer. You don't have to be so heavy-handed like I am. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. So for blush, this is an amazing blush, by the way. I'm just going to show you another great find that I found. And I'm going to use my cheek sculpting brush. Job love this brush. Always use it. But I got it on clearance. It is the Milani Baked Powder Blushes. And I love these. They are gorgeous. You don't even have to use a highlighter after this because it has shimmer in it. This is in the shade Sunset Passion. And I got it for $4.89. I mean, these blushes are beautiful. They are better than some of the high-end blushes. So it is a little messy though, so just be careful. Look at that. Like, look how pretty that is. It's a very, very pretty color. Like I said, it does have some shine to it. So if you don't like a lot of highlighter, you can just use the blush as a blush lighter. Beautiful. I haven't used this shade yet, but I've used two of the other shades and I love them. Do the chin. Gorgeous. Love it. Love it, love it. All right, so I'm just going to take this brush right here that I just cleaned, and all I do is just swipe it along the blush to make sure it's evened out. And if it's a little too heavy in certain spots, it will even out. But I like a good amount of blush because I like the color. So I'm not going to go crazy trying to diffuse the color because I like it. Alright, just like that. But it's so pretty. I love it. Now they're setting up the game. They're waiting for me. Gotta hurry. Gotta hurry. Gotta hurry. Gotta hurry. Alright, before I do highlighter, I'm just going to tell you about brows. Two of my favorite things. I'm going to do this super fast, you guys. This Essence Pomade Eyebrow Pencil. It's waterproof. It is great. It just doesn't come with a spoolie. That's the only thing I wish it came with was a spoolie. For pomade with a brush, the best thing to use is the Milani Stay Put Brow Color. Love this stuff. Oh, my little one's here. She had her braces today, so we're going to play a game and have some fun. Come say hi. She's tired, but look how pretty she is. She's so pretty. So, yeah, we're going to go play a game in a minute. I just got to finish this up really fast so I can go play a game with them because the ball's going to be dropping at some point. We're staying up for it. So, let me finish up this look really fast. I need a spoolie. Where's the spoolie? Everybody's here. Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Say hi to YouTube, everybody. Family session. All right, let me get these brows done. This is the brush that comes with this, actually. It came with this Milani pomade, so you can use that. But I'm just going to use my Essence pomade pencil. I really like this. I recently got this at CVS for like $2. Really, really good. Especially if you don't want to like draw on your eyebrows. You just want to fill them in. This is, I love you, sweetheart. I'll be right there. This is amazing at filling in your brows. Like, it's so quick, makes it so fast and easy. See, I have to pluck my brows, so they're kind of like a mess right now. But I will show you my Milani pomade very soon. But these are my two favorites. Oh, that and the e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. micro pencil is amazing as well. So I just put a little bit of that on, and then I go in with my spoolie, and I just comb it through the actual brows. Since I don't have a lot of brows, I don't go crazy with it. Why? But I love this. And you know what's sad? Like, my CVS, I haven't seen a lot of Essence stuff lately, so I hope they're not getting rid of it, because I'll be so sad. So sad. Just making sure it is at least even. Perfect. Okay. Love this. Highly recommend it. Love this. Highly recommend it. I'll just show you really quick. I'll do a fuller version of it, but yeah. So you just comb that pencil through and you dip this little thing in here. This stuff is so creamy, so pigmented. You don't need a lot of it. Now, when I'm like going all out with my brows, I will use this for the entire brow because it's so good at lining and filling in that you don't even need any other product with it. It's a very, very good pomade. Brush it through. Yeah, but just a quick glimpse of how it does. It's amazing. And a lot of product. It doesn't look like a lot, but it lasts a long time. Okay, so let me put that away. Did my blush, did that highlight. I love this highlight, but I want to show you a highlight that I love a lot too from the Moods palette. I forgot. My one that I was going to bring out was my Ofra highlighter, which is my all-time favorite highlighter, but I forgot it, so we're going to go with this one. In the Moods palette, it comes with two different highlighters. It comes with a white and a rose gold, and I love them both. I'm going to go with the rose gold tonight since I went with the more, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me contour my nose. We're going to be quick. Using a small, densely packed blending brush. I'm just going with the Physicians Formula, the lighter one. I'm not going to go with the darker one because I don't want to go super dark on my nose. But you just want to go against the line of your natural nose and then go inwards to make it look smaller. Oh, I love the smell of this stuff. It's so heavenly. I could like eat it. That's how good it smells. Actually, you know what? I will show you how I contour completely. Okay. Make sure you up to the tip of the brow because that's where your natural line is. I mean, look, it shrinks your nose. Love it. So let me take the contouring palette from Wet n Wild. This, you don't need a lot, so when you tap into it, make sure you bang it off or it'll be way too dark. I'm just gonna go like this. And just make sure I bring it up and blend it out. Otherwise, like I said, it'll be way too dark and you'll look crazy. I cannot find the set where I bought this a while ago, and it came with this brush. It's supposed to be like a concealer brush. I use it as this little blending brush. It does amazing, and I can't find it again. And this one's starting to break, and I'm like, no, don't break on me. Don't do it. Okay, and there we go. That's my contour nose, lightly contoured nose. Okay, as I was saying, highlight. I'm going to be using this tonight because I want to show you how pretty it is. I'm going to be using the rose gold side. I'm going to be dipping it with my favorite highlighter brush. It's the Milani All Over Blending Highlighting Brush. So I tapped it on, tapping a little bit of it off. I'm going to put it on my cheekbone. Look at that first swipe of it. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'm heavy with my highlighter as well. You don't have to put as much as I do, of course. Look how pretty that is, though. Like, it's just like a perfect shine. I'm going to put it above. Look at that. Look at hear those fireworks, you guys? That's crazy. Crazy. Tip of the nose. Look how bright that is. Oh my gosh, I love it. I use this palette all the time for highlighting because it's so good. Okay, I'm just going to connect it like a swoosh. You don't have to do this. I like to do it. Because when I turn in the light, it like follows the whole eye and shows off my eye look. See? Like I said, a lot of people think that's too much. I'm extra with my highlighter. Perfect. All right. Lips, and then we are done, you guys. Done. Wiping off excess powder that got on the lips. Okay, so before I'm going to do my Cupid's bow with this because it'll make my lips pop. Look how bright this gets. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so really quick, you guys, because I gotta go. For lip liner, I am actually going with something bold with my lips. I'm going to do purple. So I got this in my e.l.f. package last week. It is the e.l.f. Prismatic Lip Gloss. I got this as a free gift for purchasing from e.l.f. And it is in the shade Amethyst. And it's really pretty. I'm going to line my lips with the Revlon Color Stay in Violet Rush. I haven't used this in so long, but I'm going to use it now. I'm going to use my little mirror here. You guys know how much I love these pencils because I love the color Spicy. I use it for everything. This consistency is amazing. It's creamy, it glides right on the lips, and it's so easy to use. And self-sharpening. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful. Okay, so I'm done lining my lips. So it's a little thicker. There we go. Okay, so now let's put on that e.l.f. lip gloss in Amethyst. Look how sparkly it is. I think it's so pretty. And I was kind of nervous to get this color because I'm like, I don't know. but I'm very happy I got it. All right, this is the look, you guys. Let me take this headband off. What do you think? Let me know below, and I hope you guys have a happy and safe New Year's Eve and a happy New Year's Day. I will try to jump on and do more new products. I want to do new products in 2021. I want to like do a whole new year with all new products, so maybe I'll do that tomorrow if I have time. I do have to jump on, I want to jump on Super Great tomorrow too and do a look with them because I didn't do it today. I try to like alternate between y'all because I can't like do 10 looks in one day, but I love getting to each audience, you know. I like coming on here and getting to YouTube, and then I also like getting on to Super Great as well. So like I said, have a wonderful and safe New Year's. Have a happy day if I don't see you tomorrow, and be safe out there because you never know. And let me know what you think of this below. Have a good night, beautiful people.